Evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Just a quick video of some golden shots I took following Tommy's guide. So watch this video, produce the usual shots, and this is my attempt at a few of them. So we'll have a little look. Did miss a few, but there's some learning points in there. So this first one we had pretty much straight tailwind. So we backed up to the 1 yard mark there, as you can see. Applied the spin, 3.1 rings ish. And it comes in nicely, but not quite enough beans. Red chest though. So what did we get in here? A few dark cards. Upgrade on the Houdini. Always a shame when you get bad epics in golden chest, but that's what we come for, the berserkers. So I think this second shot is one that was missed. Yeah, so the mistake here is I've used the long iron. You can see that it is a headwind. Slight headwind, but still a headwind, so I should have used the wood club for the rough bump. So I do realise about now that I've done the wrong thing, but with the clock ticking, obviously adjusting this is going to go into overpower, as you'll see. So I'll try to counter for that, but as you can see, well, you will see, this is going to miss. So yeah, if you get any kind of headwind, definitely use the wood club and the rough bump approach. So that one's going to tail off and not get any of the rings, which is criminal. But that's okay. So that's included just to show you what not to do. On to the next account. So these are mainly free shots. I think one of the accounts, it might be this one, I actually bought 5 or 6 shots, whatever it is, because this account has a few clubs close to upgrade. So this one almost straight tailwind, a little bit to the right, so use all the backspin. Should have used all the side spin left, really. Left a bit off, which you'll see in a second. Hurts us a wee bit. Might have considered backing that up as well to the 1 yard mark, because it is almost straight tailwind. But we hit it perfect at least. As you can see, comes in long, so yeah, should have backed up really, and should have used all the left spin. But still, aqua chest, which gave us, what did it give us? Some Desert Storm, Razor, Falcon, and what we came for, the berserkers. So yeah, this account, as I say, I bought the 6 shots, so this time tailwind again, but more to the right. So again, red ring by the rough on the left, and then adjust the number of rings required. I will show the link for the cheat sheets I've put on Facebook, which tell you what ring adjustments to use for each of the possible wins you could get. So I think this one was close. Yeah, not that close. In fact, it doesn't even make the red ring. But still, we got the safety net cobalt ring there. Some rockets. Malibu's always welcome. Top up the Zerkers a wee bit. So I think this is probably a better investment than buying the ball deal that's out just now on the reskin berserkers, because you can effectively win as many as you'll get for a £5 playing golden shot if you get most of the chests, plus you get the club cards to go with it. It's probably 6 and 2 3s, but so yeah, this time headwind, well, crosswind, but touch of headwind. You might want to adjust from the other side when you get a wind like this, because as you can see it's a bit tricky to see the rings. But I think 3.7 was this adjustment, around that. So that was all the backspin and no side. And that gets close and somehow stays out. So yeah, amber chest. A few more Zerkers in this one. Bad epic cards again. Can't do much about that. Decent amount of big dog cards though. That's not bad. Welcome along in the chat. We've got Ted, Glenn and Murray. Morning, afternoon or evening to you all. Just showing a few replays here of my the shots I've taken so far. So this is the first time we'll see the rough bump approach. So any kind of headwind, use the wood club, minimum distance of the club. And the mistake with this one is I don't line it up properly. You can see I'm aiming too far right of the hole, I think. Might have been an overpull as well, we'll soon find out. It comes in okay, but in the end misses a bit, and then it actually misses the red. Does it miss the red ring? Yeah, it misses the red ring. It's always frustrating when you miss a shot completely. So we've got 3 shots left and 2 chests to clear. So this again is right on the borderline of being a headwind. See the arrow just going up more tailwind than headwind, so that's why I played the long iron, but it's very close. I think in hindsight I probably would have gone with the rough bump, because this will pull slightly into overpower, as you see. Yeah, a little bit of extra juice on that one, just to try and keep it honest. I think PD felt sorry for us. Oh no, it's not this one. That one misses completely. Must be the next one. Two chests left, 2 shots left. Spoiler alert, we don't get them both. So again, rough bump this time. Trying to do a better job of lining it up properly as well with the ball guide we've got. Yeah, PD doesn't give me favours very often. I think this shot it does though, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Or does this one that misses? I can't remember. No, this one misses, so that's a terrible adjustment. Down the hill it goes. So the last shot creeps into the red ring from memory. Is this the last one? Yeah. So it's the last one on this account, and then it's just a couple more free shots from 2 or 3 other accounts. So yeah, tailwind again. Back up to the 1 yard mark because it is almost a straight tailwind. All the backspin. I didn't really go for a lot of left spin, only 1 bar. Get it perfect at least though. It'll bounce and it'll roll and it'll roll and it'll just get the red ring, thankfully. That would have been frustrating to buy the balls and buy the shots and not get at least two of the best 3 rings. So yeah, Crimson Chest, some decent cards, and there's an APOC upgrade, and the Berserkers. So just that hole in one chest to go, but I couldn't bring myself to buy more shots on that one, so I've left that. So this one's almost a straight headwind, so we use all the backspin, all the right spin, and about 2.7 back, 2.5 maybe. Trying to do a better job of lining the ball guide up on this one, which I think I do. And adjust our rings, looks like about 2.8. And that comes in quite nicely, manages to hold the yellow ring. Big topper, unfortunately. Can't have everything though. Down in 1. And claw, so no clubs are really used there, but never mind. 5 Berserkers, always welcome. So I think there's only 1 shot left on my main. Yeah. So rough bump again. All the rough bumps, you want the wood club in the minimum distance possible, and then apply the spin. So in this case, I think they're all max the right spin. You either want 2.5 backspin or 2.7 depending on wind direction. So this will be 3 rings. Is it 3? 3.2? 2.9? I don't know. Whatever it was, I'll show you in a second. So that comes in quite nice, but can't get there quite. So Crimson Chest. So this account's getting a lot of max clubs now, so anytime I don't get a maxed card is nice, and that's lovely to get some more pop cards. And the Zerkers. I think that was the last shot I took. Let's just see. Yes, it was. So I'll show you what I was using. So yeah, what I do routinely. Let me just check the chat first. Actually, Murray's asked a question. Tony, it may sound stupid, but when it says 2 or 3 yards, etc., does it mean the ball will bounce that amount further on? No, all it means is, so you're talking about the little icon, if we look at this picture, this here, so all that's telling you, it's just an indicator to show that your target is currently that number of yards past its normal maximum, if you'd used a power 0 ball. So the golden ball is a power 1 ball, so it has a bit of extra power. So yeah, there's just an indicator. It won't go an additional 3 yards from there, it's just telling you that that target is currently 3 yards further than what would normally be maximum for the club. So if you use a different ball, if you use a Titan ball or a Katana or a Kingmaker, anything with more power, excuse me, you'll sometimes see on your driver you get plus 16 yards, for example, and then you can back that up to plus, all the way back down to plus 1. So they're just indicators to show you how far further than normal maximum you are, which is something you should think about when you're doing wind ring adjustments. So if maximum rings on a extra mile was, I don't know, was 5 rings for argument's sake, and that indicator tells you you're 16 yards past because you're using a Kingmaker, then you probably want to increase that wind adjustment a little bit because you're beyond maximum. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, a lot of people aren't too sure what these are for really, or what the meaning of them is, so hopefully that helps. But yeah, this is the routine for me. Watch Tommy take some notes on his video, which is always excellent. These grabs are actually from his video, so they're just shortened down to make them as big as possible for people to see. And then I make one of these, which I'm sure many of you will have seen, but this just tells me at a glance what I have to do for each wind. So in this case we had 2 different clubs depending on the wind direction, and then within each of those there was different amounts of spin to use depending on where you were taking that wind. So they go up, there's that one, and then there's a one for the actual adjustment. So this just tells you at a glance how many rings you need to adjust to save you working out and wasting your time, because you only get 30 seconds on this, and that is really 30 seconds. On normal clocks people think it's 30 seconds, but if you ever time it, it's about 40-45 seconds, but Golden Shot is a lot faster, so that time can disappear quick. So these are aimed to just help people use that time efficiently, and if you don't buy shots you only get one crack at it, so you know, it's a shame to miss out because it's a good way to get berserkers. So there we go. As I say, these go up on all the usual Facebook groups, United, Elite, 19th Hole, Notebook, so you'll catch them there most Mondays. But as always, I'd recommend watching Tommy's video first. He explains it vocally far better than I can on paper, so be sure to do that, and good luck with your shots. Let us know how you get on.